As you know from previous conversations, I think that you know that some of us have been charged with the responsibility to residents in the town of Cicero of looking at police consolidation. And if we were to do that, how would this purchase impact on police consolidation?
I'm not sure I quite understand the question on how it would impact.
It's feasible, you know, that I don't, we're into the fourth town board meeting of this year, and we have just broaching the topic of police department consolidation with the sheriff's department. I don't know if we should have a study group to look at this. You know, there's been talk about getting petitions, but there's a good chance, you know, that the issue of police department consolidation could go on the ballot in November. If that were to occur, you know, should we spend this money now in the town of Cicero, especially when we have
Well, I think
a poor budget?
Well, I think one of the things you're going to have to remember is that if you do consolidate using the clay as a model at this time, that any vehicle over 125,000 miles the sheriff is not going to use. And therefore the town will have to pick up the expense of additional cars. If you read the contract that the sheriff has with Clay, Clay is responsible for purchasing vehicles, so the cost is going to be incurred upon the municipality, irregardless if you consolidate or you don't consolidate. Additional items such as additional equipment, additional cars, those type of things are put back on the municipality as an additional cost to the contract. And that is in the current contract with the Clay. So as far as impacting, the newer cars are not going to cost you, you're going to have to end up purchasing them anyway.
Well, I guess I'm just looking for another opinion.
I think until there's any movement on what Jessica's suggesting, and this is the first I'm really hearing about anything on the ballot for November. I think what we're looking at is the philosophy that we've always had is maintaining a decent fleet, keep the miles low, and obviously another concern we have to look at is the safety of our police officers in keeping the miles low on these vehicles. The wear and tear, obviously, as you get older, you have to be concerned about those things too. So until that comes up, I think we just have to focus on what the chief is proposing and what we've been budgeting for.
Yeah, I think, you know, I didn't bring up the consolidation, but since you did, that's an issue that the residents of town will decide, not the town board.
Well, exactly.